New report from Punchbowl News says that Amazon is looking to avoid the blame for raising prices as a result of President Trump's new tariff.
But I imagine you do when it comes to tariffs.
We look at all the things that could impact consumers and customers.
He's getting killed right now. They're getting absolutely destroyed. Their factories are closing. Their unemployment is going through the roof. I'm not looking to do that to China.
Amazon's CEO has made a groundbreaking decision to move the company's headquarters outside the United States, an event that signals a major shift not only for the e-commerce giant, but also for the broader global business landscape. This bold move, coming on the heels of sweeping tariffs imposed by the new administration, highlights just how fragile international trade relationships can be when political agendas shift suddenly. What was once a symbol of innovation and prosperity in the Pacific Northwest is now shrouded in uncertainty. Amazon's sprawling campus, once bustling with optimism, is at a crossroads, with its future as a major hub for employment and development now unclear. Employees who once proudly celebrated Amazon's meteoric rise are now facing tough personal choices, whether to relocate or start over somewhere new. But the impact of this decision reaches far beyond the tech world. Governments and corporate partners across industries are now racing to assess what this means for their economies and strategies, as one of the world's most influential companies prepares for a seismic shift. At the heart of this dramatic turn lies the aggressive new trade policy of the incoming U.S. administration. Tariffs, once a tool used sparingly, are now being applied forcefully across a wide range of trading partners. By imposing high duties on imports from key allies and long-term partners, the administration aims to support domestic manufacturing. However, this strategy has also led to rising costs for foreign buyers, chipping away at the global competitiveness of American products. As expenses climb and supply chains buckle under the strain of new regulations, businesses around the world are being forced to reconsider whether sourcing from the U.S. is still worth it. For Amazon, a company whose success depends on smooth and efficient international logistics, these changes pose a serious threat. The CEO's decision to lead the relocation effort himself sends a clear message. There's growing frustration with the direction of current U.S. economic policy. While major corporations are used to navigating regulatory changes, the speed and scale of these new trade barriers have caught many off guard. Within Amazon's own walls, executives are grappling with a hard truth. Even a company of Amazon's size and resources isn't immune to the risks of political volatility. Moving operations abroad is a drastic step, but for Amazon's leadership, it appears to be the only way to ensure the company can continue serving its global customers efficiently and competitively. Choosing the new headquarters wasn't a decision made lightly. It involved a strategic evaluation of multiple factors. The chosen country stood out for its business-friendly tax policies, strong technological infrastructure, and political stability. Being close to key manufacturing centers was also vital, as it would allow Amazon to maintain smooth and timely product flows from production to delivery. Other major considerations included access to skilled labor, world-class education institutions, and a high quality of life, all of which helped tip the scales. Now, that country is set to reap significant benefits. Thousands of new high-skilled jobs, major investments in infrastructure, and a boost to local economies. Meanwhile, the city Amazon is leaving behind is facing a major blow. Small businesses that once thrived on Amazon employee traffic are bracing for losses. Real estate markets, once buoyed by the demand from highly paid tech workers, could see a downturn. Local governments that relied on Amazon's tax contributions are preparing for budget shortfalls that may affect schools, public services, and long-term infrastructure plans. On a national level, the U.S. is confronted with a difficult truth. The tariffs, intended to protect American industries, are now clashing with the realities of modern global commerce. As Amazon looks to establish its future overseas, serious questions are being raised about the long-term sustainability of a trade policy that prioritizes short-term political wins over long-term economic cooperation. Critics argue that the tariffs have done more harm than good, straining relationships with key allies and opening the door for rival economic blocs to step in. From an international perspective, Amazon's relocation is a major win for the host country, bringing not just prestige, but tangible economic benefits. The move also sends a signal to other multinational corporations. Operating outside the US is now a viable and potentially preferable option. Countries seeking to attract such investment will likely ramp up efforts to offer appealing tax breaks, streamlined regulations, and assurances of political and trade stability. In many ways, Amazon's decision could spark a new wave of global competition as nations compete to become the next hub for major corporate headquarters. Each country will put forth its best mix of talent, infrastructure, and incentives in hopes of attracting the next big name. As Amazon begins the massive task of relocating, its legendary logistics network will be put to the test. But one thing is clear: the world of international business has just entered a new chapter, one where even the largest corporations are willing to cross borders to protect their future. Amazon's renowned fulfillment and distribution network, long praised for its speed and efficiency, is now undergoing a major transformation. As the company shifts its headquarters overseas, its logistics systems must adapt to new import and export pathways. Warehouses will be repurposed, shipping routes restructured, and existing partnerships renegotiated. For employees working at Amazon's international facilities, the announcement has sparked a wave of excitement and anticipation. New hires are enrolling in training programs, local suppliers are scaling up their operations, and regional governments are rolling out the red carpet to support Amazon's expansion. However, this transition must be executed with pinpoint accuracy to prevent any disruption that could damage the company's hard-earned reputation for reliability. Internally, Amazon is working thoughtfully to preserve its culture and values during the shift. The company continues to operate under its well-known leadership principles, the same ones that guided it from humble beginnings to becoming a trillion-dollar enterprise. Maintaining morale during such a massive transformation is no small task. Through town halls, Q&A sessions, and personal outreach, Amazon is making a concerted effort to keep employees informed and appreciated. At the same time, teams are being encouraged to embrace the change as an opportunity for growth and innovation. Cross-cultural training initiatives are being introduced to build understanding and cooperation among global teams. Remote work policies are also evolving, allowing some employees to stay based in the United States. Meanwhile, the broader business world is closely watching Amazon's carefully coordinated relocation strategy. For suppliers across industries, from electronics to fashion, the shift presents both new opportunities and fresh challenges. Some will benefit from better access to emerging markets, while others will need to navigate the logistical hurdles of rerouted supply chains. As companies adjust to the new reality, consulting firms and trade experts are seeing a surge in demand. Businesses are seeking advice on how to mitigate tariffs, explore alternative sourcing strategies, and stay compliant with new trade regulations. The financial markets have responded accordingly. After an initial dip as investors absorbed the implications of the move, Amazon stock began to stabilize as the company laid out its detailed plans for a phased transition. Analysts are adjusting their forecasts to reflect anticipated tax advantages, operational efficiencies, and growth potential in the new host nation. While some skeptics warn that the relocation could damage Amazon's public image or alienate American customers, most market watchers view the move as a bold display of the company's resilience and strategic thinking. Still, the human impact of this decision is profound. Thousands of employees who have built careers with Amazon in the US now face major life decisions. Some will take advantage of generous relocation offers and embrace the chance for a new start abroad. Others will choose to remain and pursue different opportunities closer to home. To support both paths, Amazon has launched programs to help with everything from visas and housing to cultural adaptation. For those staying behind, career counseling is available to help them transition into new roles within the local job market. As news of Amazon's relocation spreads globally, it's fueling broader discussions about what it means to be a corporate citizen in the modern world.